I would love to go on the topic of Samadhi because people are scared talking about it. They don't know. Even in Samadhi, there are different states of Samadhi till you reach Nirvikalpa.
What is Samadhi?
Samadhi, I'll just start with something very basic. Samadhi is a state where you have become a perfect human being with no flaws. Samadhi is a state where you have experienced your true essence of life. And Samadhi is a state where I'll talk from the first state of Samadhi. That is the moment you have learned how to respond and not react. You have climbed the first stair of Samadhi. Then it goes up, up, up till you become a living God. So there are many states of Samadhi. It can be a killer topic. Yes.
Okay, we'll address it perhaps in this conversation itself. So you're saying that Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which is the highest form of Samadhi, gets you the consciousness of that highest loka.
Yeah. Can I break it for you
Sure.
in simple language so
Sure.
that we'll understand? I'm quoting Patanjali Maharishi because when I read this, it just blew me up with the understanding of Samadhi. Around 5,000-6,000 years ago, he spoke about the mind, which everyone's talking about, mental health. And he has beautifully given mental health. And this is the way I've taken it. He says there are 5 states of mind. So Arbai has a mind and he has 5 states. Bhavesh has a mind, he has 5 states. The first state of mind is Nashipta, the monkey mind. I call it the monkey mind, which means you're sitting here, but you're all over the place. That means I'm sitting here but thinking, oh no, what I'm going to eat for lunch, then Arbai se baat karna hai, then I have to go for a drive, running around. Generally, people like us. The second state of mind is Shipta, Vikshipta, very interesting, in which Arbai, you are talking to me, 2 seconds ke liye you're completely aware, then on the third second you're gone somewhere else. Then again you come back to me, again you're gone somewhere else. It switches and you're aware about it. I call it the butterfly mind. Have you seen a butterfly? It will beautifully sit, then again it will ponder, again it will come back. The third mind is very dangerous. Mooder. You're very stubborn, very lethargic. You don't want to do anything. And even you're like this. That means you know meko itna kaam hai aaj, but you don't want to do. Constantly we are going in 3 states. All the time, all of us. But Maharishi Pandit is saying by doing sadhana. And he has given some very practical sadhana for people like us who are completely new. For doing sadhana, you have the power to go to other 2 states of mind. And that is Ekagra and Nirodha. Ekagra means you are like a laser. Your sadhana that you're doing is giving you one pointed awareness to do every job, everything. Maybe cooking, maybe talking to me. You're aware, you're into it. And you're absorbing at the same time and you're evolving.
State of flow is achieved much faster.
Much faster. Because all the clutter, all the nonsense is gone and you become one pointed. And in that state, I can see it that, a person who's doing sadhana will see that he's progressing. And you will also come to know you're progressing. And in the last state, he says, you are Nirodha. That means your body will just fall because all the karma is over, everything is over. You have reached the pinnacle of human consciousness.
Nirodha.
It means stopping all the 3 gunas. But now what happens? This is not Patanjali saying, this is what Tantra says. There is something known as Jad Samadhi. Suppose you're doing some tantric practices, all of a sudden you'll faint. All of a sudden you'll leave. All of a sudden some experience happen and later you'll come back again. That Jad Samadhi is a problem. It should happen from Ekagra to Nirodha. That is the reason Guru is important. I'm trying to break it down so that we understand what actual sadhana happens.
Sure.
Because people think mantra jap kar raha hu, pranayam kar raha hu, but at the back end, this 5 is constantly happening in every sadhana. So there are many states between Ekagra and Nirodha also. So from Ekagra, you have started Samadhi till you reach Nirodha. And if you reach Nirodha, then there are great siddhas like Bama Kempa, Adi Shankara. They could materialize. They could do anything. Name Karili Baba. They were beyond.
You become a god.
You become a siddha. You become a god. Like, you can achieve it. And there are, I don't know why people don't believe. The problem now that we are facing that when we talk about such things, they're like, kuch bhi bol raha hai, kuch bhi kar raha hai. But my point is practice. The more you practice, you will not need anything.
Yeah, I think there is an entire section of human society which is deeply dismissive.
Yes.
Without having experienced anything.
Yes.
Based on the education system that they were put through and the society that conditioned them.
Yes. And that they have been tamed to be like this.
It's almost looked down upon to listen to these topics also, to speak about these topics.
Yes.
But the mind that perceives the limitation is the limitation.
Yeah, true.
I think it's a quote by Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% sure
Yeah.
that Bruce Lee had some knowledge about these things.
Bruce Lee was very evolved being. And he was, I believe he was an Ekagra. Always. Always. And you watch his movies, you look at his interviews, you look at his action, everything is flawless, but it is so constant. He was an Ekagra.